Let me take a second, we reflecting with the light, but this the life, I fucking love it. Wouldn't trade it to be white, now that's alright. I got to write it, birth the devil's redefining work.
Someday you'll pay the price.
No, I don't break a fold, I need and bake the dough, then recreate the flow. They think they making dough, what they forsake is so essential. Over lentils, get your issue. Guess who's on this instrumental with you? Gives a damn if we was family, view one bread and call it spam. I'm not a fan of Antichrist, they slayed the man, I swayed the Tim like here I am, the son of Sam is taking shot to David Berkowitz. Pushy. A different discipline existed in this New York state of mind. Say since now, no, not the actor, but the year he's effort. Not one thing in mind to grind until this gavel turned his words to mirth from Babel. Lines of 69, I follow protocol. This kingdom built on God bones, so I can't love Esau, and I can't fuck with y'all. I ain't gotta say it twice. You vouching for the enemy, but
Someday you'll pay the price.
All right. Hey, Shalom, Yahweh Shema Shabbat Thumb. You brothers out there, Shalom, Yahweh Shema Thumb Bashim Yashai to you sisters out there with ISUPK coming out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Officer Apayak holding it down in today's class, man. As we know, I'm saying we're gonna jump right into it. We already know, right? So we're gonna touch on the Ukraine. What's the topic today? Did you put the Ukraine and Russia conflict? No sweat. They already know. You know what I'm saying? It's the Russia and Ukraine conflict we're going to tap in today, right? So we're going to get some World War III precepts out. I'm saying for you people out there. I'm saying all you new people watching. I'm saying you brothers out there watching. We're going to go into some precepts on World War III and it proves that how the Most High then predicted. I'm saying our Salakia that Christ predicted this time that we're in right now. All the prophets have predicted this time that we're in right now. I'm saying back in the 60s, the men at the ISUPK, they predicted this time that we're in right now. I'm saying what we're going to do, Waka, is first off, give me, if you can't bottom off, I'm saying give me that first story out. Putin's, Russia's on Putin. You know what you don't want.
Yes, sir.
And if you want, come sit up here so they can hear you on this. So we're going to get why Russia is wanting to invade Ukraine, right? Let's get that first. Go ahead.
It's a lot, yes, sir. I have this video. I can explain it orally. Or
it comes in the article, right?
It does come with it comes with a short description, sir.
Yeah, give me the short. That's what I want. I just want a short description. Yeah.
Russia's Putin continues to raise concern about Ukraine joining NATO amid talks of possible summit. Russian President Vladimir Putin raised concerns again on Monday about the possibility of Ukraine joining NATO, saying the threat to his country would increase substantially.
The threat to what?
His country.
Threat to what?
His country.
The threat to what?
His country.
The threat to his country. Here's what people don't understand. That same threat, like what a president having that same threat to his country is what started World War II. Who does that sound like to you?
Sounds like self-defense, sir.
Absolutely self-defense. But give me what prominent World War II country went to war with another race of people. I'm trying to say it the best without giving it away. What does that sound like to you? Read it again. That threat, go ahead.
Saying the threat to his country.
Threat to his country, meaning a president, right? A man over his country, right? And his country's in threat from another country or another people. I think I just gave it away, right? And he's willing to kill those people for that threat to his country.
Go say Hitler with the
Hitler, huh? This is all over again. Huh? This is all over again. I'm saying history. Here's what people understand about history. History tends to repeat itself over and over. Huh? There's nothing new on the face of the earth. Get that precept from me. Huh? There's nothing new under the sun. There's absolutely nothing new under the sun, right? The same issue today Russia is having with Ukraine is the same issue that Hitler had with those so-called Jewish people. There's no difference, right? Can you blame now? In ISUPK, we take no stands. Personally, they're all the devil, right? The white man's the devil to us. We're not picking any sides, but we can understand Russia's plea. You're all right. You mean to tell me you got a country who's your neighbor, meaning Russia and Ukraine is as Arizona and Mexico is, right? Get me right on that. Right. They share borders, right? So with you knowing that they share borders, if anyone is at fault, it's Ukraine is at fault. Here's why I say that. Follow me. Here's why I say that. Ukraine is that little country, right? That little brother that you were gassed up by someone across town that live on another block to go against someone right next to you. Does that make sense? Meaning Ukraine and Russia is right next to each other. So you mean to tell me Ukraine, you were gassed up by US to go against the big bad Russia who's right next door to you, right? Where US is on the way on the other side of the town. You mean like you allow some niggas down the block to gas you up to going against your neighbor and you the little man? So where is America at to come to Ukraine's aid? You know what America is doing? They're putting in sanctions. Sanctions ain't doing a damn thing. Russia is prepared for those sanctions that they put on them already. And they will, and let me say this before I go on. That President Putin, you can say whatever you want to say. Excuse my language. He is with the shit. He shows that he is with all the shit that they want America and NATO and all they want to bring. He is with it because he's a man willing to die for his country. Have anyone read the history on President Putin? What's the history on him?
He united the country in favor of war.
In favor. Go ahead.
He was a KGB spy.
He was a what?
He was a KGB spy.
He was a KGB spy. If anyone look at the KGB and how badass they was. You know what I'm saying? Putin is no joke. He is actually a man that's been in the trenches, been at war. So his men respect him for that. His people respect him for someone that's been at war, been in the trenches. People don't respect Joe Biden. When has Joe Biden been in war? They don't respect, wrong, right, Parat. They don't respect Joe Biden. When has Joe Biden been to war? Right? When has your president been to war? These are rich sons of billionaires who inherited that kingdom from votes and playing childish games. Putin took his country. You can say whatever you want to say. I'll respect that in a man. He took his country, unified his people under him, and now he's willing to die, you know what I'm saying, before he allowed NATO and the US to take control of his territory. Can you blame that man? Who in their right mind would blame that man? You think Putin is not sitting over there looking back? I'm coming to you, officer. Putin not sitting back over there looking back at how they treated Mexicans, how they treated Native Americans, the so-called black people. He would die rather than go through that. They show the middle people in the Middle East. How do they treat them? Right? Go ahead, Officer Salakia.
I was gonna say I was just watching something earlier. This was Putin speaking himself. He was doing some sort of interview or press conference or something like that. Mm-hmm. And he was recalling on a time when he had a meeting with Bill Clinton.
Right.
You know, Bill Clinton, that's 25 years ago.
Right.
And Putin said to Clinton, he said, how would y'all feel about Russia becoming a part of NATO?
Right.
Like would y'all allow Russia to be,
part of joining NATO?
Part of NATO.
Right.
And Bill Clinton, he said Bill Clinton took it as a joke and never got back with him about that. And then, of course, subsequently, America then after that made Russia their enemy. And Putin was like, they shouldn't have done that. Y'all shouldn't have made us your enemy like that. And what was so heavy about that, watching Putin speak, Putin speaks like a gangster. Like it was,
say it again, Knox. Say it again so they can hear you.
Like a gangster
Said Putin speaks like a gangster because he is a gangster. That's Putin is a gangster. Go ahead,
No, that was it. I was just saying that was heavy because America's pride is really the reason we're here.
Yes.
That's the reason why this is happening.
Yes.
Because America's pride pushed Russia away and made an enemy out of Russia for no apparent reason.
A beast that they did not want to be. Putin is right. Yeah. You did not want Russia as an enemy. Let me give you a history. Let's go back. Right? Who defeated the Germans? When I mean who defeated the Germans, I'm not. Go ahead.
Stalin.
Say it again.
Stalin.
Say it again.
Stalin.
What country was Stalin in?
The United Soviet Republic.
United Soviet Republic, right? Make no misunderstanding. America only joined the war when they saw that surely Germany is going to lose. Let me show you how close Germany and America was. Go look this up on your Google, right? This is how close they was. You see all the scientists the Germans had? Where did all those scientists go? To the United States. That's where they went. They all came here to the United States. Let me show you how. Let me give you another example how close they was. Germany had concentration camps, right?
Right.
What did America have? Reservations.
Right.
Where do you think Germany get that from? Where do you think Germany get the idea of concentration camps from? America and Germany was at. First off, if anyone, I'm coming to you. If anyone know anything about America, it's this: America would quickly get me this precept. Would quickly turn his eyes against his enemy. I mean, against their friends. If you're friends with America, they would turn on you. They set their face against those who are at peace with them. Slaki, I'm paraphrasing, right? That's America. That's the characteristics of America. This beast, right? Anyone is at peace with him, he's willing to set his face against. That's why I said earlier, if anything that this conflict with Ukraine, all the other small countries, they're smart. They should be saying this. Hold up. Why isn't America jumping to aid of Ukraine? Surely, if they're not wanting to help Ukraine, they're not wanting to help me. I'm afraid. All them smaller countries should be afraid right now and saying, I don't know about this relationship with America. Wrong or right? Because America is reneged against Ukraine right now. Russia is invading Ukraine. What should America should be doing? America right now should be moving to invade some of Russia's territories. Go ahead,
Ford had manufacturing plants in Germany during World War II that got bombed, and then they got reimbursed by the United States government millions and millions of dollars.
America has been that white man that's been the fakest. The one that would rub you, hug you, and then stab you in the back. America has been notorious for that kind of white man. Notorious. Let me give you another example. Right? There was a man by the name of Saddam Hussein. Right? Saddam Hussein was an ally of the U.S. at one time. Right? Then they broke out and they were no longer an ally of America, right? When America had problem with Saddam Hussein, and they armed the rebels, right? They armed the rebels. We should arm the rebels in the Middle East. Arm the rebels, right? Who was those rebels that they armed?
ISIS.
No.
Al-Qaeda.
Say it again. Al-Qaeda. That's who they armed. Go back and once again, go back and read. Do your history and read, right? So Al-Qaeda is there at peace with them, right? Al-Qaeda and them break out in a war, right? They said we should arm the rebels. Instead of invading, we should arm the rebels. Who was those rebels they armed? Who?
Okay.
Who? No.
ISIS.
Who?
ISIS.
ISIS. ISIS was those rebels that they armed. Now they are at war with ISIS. And now they're saying, let's arm the rebels, arm the rebels. This has been a continuous thing for hundreds and hundreds of years. Divide and rule is a white man. Only way he can defeat you is divide and rule. come in, find discussion between you and your brother, right? Pick a side, whisper in one ear, whisper in the other ear, stand back and watch you kill each other. The one that's left, he take on. Or he make an ally until he's able to kill you. Go ahead, Op. Go ahead, give it to me, Op.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 55 and verse 20. He hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him.
He had to do what?
Put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him.
Listen to me. This beast right here, you cannot be peaceful with him. You ever see those little white boys that you slave, man? You see the minute you become too peaceful with them and laughy and jokey with them, the racist jokes start. I witnessed this. I witnessed this. Things that they would never say to you when they first meet you, they're now saying to you because now they're comfortable with you. You're at fault. You're at fault. Why? Because you made peace with him. I'm not saying you got to walk around your job site, be an asshole. I'm saying, F you, the white man's the devil, blah, blah, blah. You ain't got to do none of that. Just don't be at peace with him. Go to the job, do your job. You don't go there to laugh and joke and play around with him up. Don't go and hang out with him after the slave and hold a drink. Come on, hey, I'm going to buy you a drink. For what? They can't ever call my phone after I leave the slave. On Saturdays, a supervisor made a mistake. A manager made a mistake and called me one time on a Saturday. When I went back to Monday, I didn't answer it. I told him, that's my time. You don't call me on Saturday. He looked at me like, damn. Is it like that? It's like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's just how I operate. I don't want there to be no misunderstanding. Like we're friends and we're buddy and we're cool. We're not friends. We're not buddy. We're not cool. I'm not having a drink with you outside of here. I'm not coming to your daughter's party, your bar mitzvah, whatever they have. I'm not coming to any of that. Your cookout to shoot guns with you. I'm not coming to any of that. We're not friends. We're colleagues. You know what I'm saying? We're here working together, but we're not friends. That's how I operate out. Business. Nothing. It's business out. Just business. Strictly business out. That's how you have to be with this beast out. Go ahead, keep going. Give me some more of that precept out. Go ahead.
He had broken his covenant. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter.
The words of his mouth was what?
Smoother than butter.
If you can, Razan, give me Ezekiel 20 out and 32. Ezekiel or anybody. Ezekiel chapter 20, verse 32. He said he did what? Kabbalah mouth. He put forth his mouth. Those are against him. Go ahead, Slakia.
He put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him.
Go
he
ahead.
had broken his covenant.
Broken his covenant, right? Every covenant he broke. Who can tell us that more than Native American Indians? Forget about it, right? Keep going for me out.
The words of his mouth were smoother than butter.
The words of his mouth are smoother than butter. Huh? Smoother than butter. You know what I'm saying? You can drop that out. Who got it from me? Go ahead. In fact, let the go ahead out. Let the trooper go ahead out. It's Ezekiel 20 and 32.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 20.
Ezekiel 20 and 32.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 20, verse 32. And that which cometh into your mind shall not be at all that ye say, we will be as the heathen, as the families of the countries, to serve wood and stone.
Is that Ezekiel 20 and 32? I'm right. Hold on now. In fact, drop the one. Give me Revelations 11 and 14 now. And in fact, go ahead and read it from the top again. Read it from the top again. Ezekiel 20 and 32 up. If somebody else give me Revelations 11 and 14 up.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 20, verse 32.
Go ahead.
And that which cometh into your mind shall not be at all that ye say, we will be as the heathen, as the families of the countries, to serve wood and stone.
Serve what?
Wood and stone.
Serve wood and stone, right? Who got it from me? Go ahead. Whoever got it, go ahead.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 11, verse 14.
Go ahead.
The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly.
The third what?
Woe cometh quickly.
The third woe cometh quickly, right? Go ahead.
And the seventh angel sounded, and there were great voices in heaven saying, the kingdoms of this world are become the kingdoms of our Lord.
The kingdoms of this world become the kingdom of what?
Our Lord.
Our Lord. Let me ask you something now. And this is anybody out there. Do you really believe? In fact, let's stay with the nation of Israel. Do you believe that? Give me one. Do you believe 50 Cent want Christ to make his second coming?
Sir.
Why not? He's Israel.
Why?
Why not?
He is too involved in Egypt, sir.
He's what?
He's too involved in Egypt. He's
so
rich.
Are you saying that? Oh, so you're saying that he's too invested in this
yes, sir.
for him to come? Absolutely, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
He lose all his endorsements.
He lose all his what?
Endorsements.
When Christ come, he lose all his endorsements, right? Why would give me specific word I'm looking for? Why would an Israelite? Because he's Israel, right?
Right.
And I'm sure he know about the ISUPK. They all hear about us. Why would they not want our rich of this world? Why would they not want Christ to come out?
Sir.
Bigger than just them. Go ahead.
Because he knows that he would be the least. He knows that he would have to start all the way over.
Say it again.
He knows he'd have to start all the way over.
That's why. That's why. Here's the thing with Israelites. During this time we were living in, the generals was talking about. We got to become as. That's what I'm looking for. We got to become as unselfish as possible. What I mean by unselfish, you got to think of nation rather than for self. Once again, you got to think of for nation rather than for self. What you want to do, you might want to buy, generally saying, buying Gucci, buying certain shoes, I'm saying certain materialistic things. You might want that. But don't forget, the general just brought out, we need a generator. I remember a while back, this brother was saying right here, Slacky, sir, we need to invest in a water. What is it? A water filter, purifier. Like it was yesterday. I remember this brother saying, Now I hear the general saying, what? You better get a water purifier, Don't forget, I'm saying, like, we got to become unself. We got to think for nation, Go ahead, Parak. You want to say something?
Yes, I was just gonna say Emmett Till's mother had to find that out the hard way.
The hard way.
Because she said this in an interview. She said before her son was murdered,
she did. Yep.
She said, I didn't care about the things that I saw that was happening in other cities and
black
other states.
folks. Yeah,
black people.
Black folks.
But
Yeah.
She said, but when her son was murdered, she said the problem of one of us better be the problem of all of us.
And that sister learned the hard way. She said, I didn't care at one time what happened to black people. Just like vast majority of these brothers and sisters out here, they don't care what happened to our people. But the minute their husband, son, right, father, mother, or family member die, they want to be on TV crying their eyes out, saying burn this place to the ground. Like that brother, what's his name? His family said, what's his name again? The one that got killed out in St. Louis, Mike Brown. Family, burn it to the ground. We didn't care about each other before then. That's truly the nation of Israel is so unbrotherly, We are so unbrotherly. We watch each other starve, We watch each other starve. The brother, I just asked the brother right now, would 50 Cent want Christ to make his second coming? He said no. But surely 50 Cent should want Christ to come, right? So much of his people is at the bottom dying, We're all right. Oprah Winfrey has billions of dollars. She a wicked beast, She was on TV and she said, what shit about Christ? Saying ain't no Christ, ain't no damn thing is Christ, and something like that, Ain't no damn thing as a man coming back to save. I don't believe in none of that nonsense. Let me ask you something. If there's a Christ, you think she wants him to come back up?
Sir.
She's a filthy. Her inside is worse than how she look on the outside, because Oprah Winfrey is disgusting looking up. Salakia. She built like a gargoyle. I'm saying, like, Have you seen her legs, her feet? She like it almost like she's sick. Her shit is swollen. She's built like a gargoyle. Have everybody seen those gargoyle cartoons back in the day? The wing will expand like this. That's how she's built. This woman, and I'm being serious when I say this. She is worse on the inside than she look on the outside. And the Most High made her that way, because He knew what type of beast of a spirit that she had. Like, I cannot speak like something of Alien versus Predator. She like this woman. That's how she built. And that's kind of spirit that she have. She don't want Christ to come back. As much of us that are going to be in the grave to come. So much Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians will be in the grave before Christ come up. That's prophesied. 2/3 of the nation of Israel will be cut off. But they can care less for that. They can care less. That's why it's each and every one of our jobs, to make sure we save our nation, to make sure we protect our people. I'm saying inform our people as time to come. You may be a trooper, You may be a trooper, but the trooper position you have now is preparation for you to become an officer. Make no misunderstanding. Even the trooper, in that time, your job will be to gather your nation. I need every brother to understand that. I'm saying every sister to understand that your job to your nation will be to serve your nation. Generous, if you're a sister that can sow, Most High Christ for you. Because we're going to need more of them. More brothers and more sisters that can sow. We need more generators, water filters, right? More stock and store of food. Especially for this time that's to come. Read a little more of that for me, Revelations 11-14.
Okay, so like the second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. And the seventh angel sounded, and there were great voices in heaven, saying, the kingdoms of this world are become the kingdoms of our Lord.
Give me, hold on for me. Give me Joel. Come on, give me Joel 2:1. Start at verse 1 for me.
Oh, God.
And another brother, hold Joel 3:9 for me. So yeah, you cut this whole 3 and 9, Joel chapter 3 verse 9 for me. Go bottom off whole Joel 2:1 for me. Go ahead, whenever you have it.
This is the book of Joel, chapter 2, verse 1. Blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord cometh.
Day of the what?
The day of the Lord cometh.
What's a trumpet? What do you usually beat a trumpet for?
It's like, sir, an alarm.
Alarm, right? Like your alarm go off on your phone, right? So they say blow. Go ahead.
Blow the trumpet. It's like it.
Go ahead.
Blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble.
Let all the inhabitants of the land trembled, right? Why would they be trembling? Because it's war, right? So the Most High is saying what? Wake up. I'm saying now's the time. The trumpets are being blown now. The general just came on here and blew the trumpets for you. All right. ISUPK has been blowing since 69. What did the general just say? General said, we're at the end. World War III have already started. It have started already. At my slave today, Esau was shaking in his boots. A white man said, oh, man, they're going to bring the draft back. I think they're going to bring it back. I looked at him. I'm like, wow. You're a patriot, but you're a blue collar. What are you afraid of? You should be willing to go fight and die for your country if need be. The look in his eyes like, no, nigga. Or nigger in this case. He's like, no, nigger. No, I'm not going to go fight for this country. It's all a facade. The Most High saying to the children of Israel, blow a trumpet. The trumpet has been blown. All you Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians out there, right? Men and women. You have to wake up. We have to start up. We have to start working even harder. In times like this, you have to go even harder. You have to go even harder. You have to make sure, you know what I'm saying, you keep these laws, statute of commandments out, and make sure you're vigilant on them. Meaning if you're somebody that you have a demon on you of lust, turn that phone off. Saying, get out that house. Find something to do. There's go to the library, read a book, lift some weights. That there's none to be undefeated. Go in the gym and lift some, wrong or right, Kabbalah. Right. Lift some weights. I'm telling you, man. Do some push-ups. Go running. Go run. Go. Furthermore, go walk. Get your ass out the house. Go walk. Get outside. Just walk. 2-3 miles. You can't run. Walk. It's imperative. Now's the time, You're gonna have to. I'm telling you, your nation needs you. If not you, then who? You see how deep in a lot of these brothers is in the inner city. Right now, you have Russia invading Ukraine. And you know what the black people are talking about right now? The beef between NBA Youngboy and Lil Durk. Or BD and GD, Bloods and Crips. That are loving hip hop for a lot of our sisters right now. Loving hip hop, Atlanta. What's the other one? Black Ink Crew, a tattoo. You mean to tell me you watch a whole show on tattoos? That's what they're invested in right now as Russia invaded Ukraine. We're on the brink of World War III. World War III damn near started already, and that's what our people is occupied with. So if not you, then who? Our nation, it's truly who? That's why you are the mighty men. You, and you. You are the mighty men, and you. You are the mighty men. Christ is calling on to you. We have no one else. We need you. We need you. Think about it, Doc. If not you, then who? You're the mighty one. You're it. You're the one that's been sleeping. That we have to wake up. Because believe me when I tell you this, them white boys, they're training and they're ready. Not ready for it to go against Russia. Okay, they're not brave enough to do that. You know who they're brave enough to go against? You. They're brave enough to go against. Go ahead,
So I got a precept.
Go ahead.
2 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 4. No man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who have chosen him to be a soldier.
That's who you need to please. Please Christ, man. Imagine this. A man got killed for doing absolutely nothing wrong. Meanwhile, you living today and you doing everything wrong, whether it be drugs, lusting after materialistic things, lusting after blue movie, pornography. I'm saying women, any old things. Imagine that. He died, you doing all that. He died for beating the lust of all that, defeating that lust. And you still living. Personally, I'm ashamed. Just like we all should be ashamed. But the only way we can that now you ISUPK, right? It's ISUPK versus everybody else. And just imagine you are not fit for that battle. Imagine how that look up. You hear all the men you once know the ISUPK, we all fell. Just imagine that. Everybody fell out. Here you go in your house, in your lust, whatever it is you into. You can't get over it. People commit suicide for that. That all their brothers die out. And they can't dwell with what the aftermath of that. Don't do that to yourself. Join the fight. Join the fight. Don't be in the sidelines. Don't be in the dark. Don't just seclude yourself. Keep pushing through. It's imperative you push through. That test is for you. That demon that's trying to keep you away and keep you locked in there. It's imagine that. If you defeat that, if you go through that fire, defeat that demon up, imagine what's waiting for you on the other side out. I'm here to tell you what, glorious things is waiting for you on the other side out. Each and every one of us out. Because inside of the Most High, we're all in the same, we're all one inside of the Most High. None is greater than the other one. That's why the Passover, no such thing as ranking the Passover out. We're all one in the Passover. Understand that out. But in the UPK, we need rank because we need a level of structure up. Because then the whole place going, oh, you know how niggas is. Imagine having no structure with Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians up. You know how niggas is up. So don't let that defeat you up. I'm saying don't let it defeat you. What you want to do is you want to get over your lust up. Whatever it is, defeat it up. Fight it. Bend but don't break. You've been bending, do not break up. Time for you to come back out. Give me what you have in Joel out.
The book of Joel, chapter 3, verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war.
Prepare what?
Prepare war.
Prepare what?
Prepare war.
That's what we're going to proclaim out to the Gentiles this Saturday. Right? When we go to camp. We're going to say, prepare war. You're going to war. All them white boys that don't want to go, you are going to war. Damn, you think you're going to war. Give a damn how afraid and how scared. You are going to war. I have earned the right to watch you die in the war that's to come.
That's right.
I want to see you die in the war that's to come.
That's right.
And your children screaming, mommy, dad. I have earned that right. Because I've heard the stories and I've seen, I had to sit back in my disgrace and how what they did to our North American Indian brothers, how they snatched that baby up from that mother. You know how wicked you got to be, that infant baby? You see when a baby firstborn, like how little they is, like? He snatched that little baby and then beat his head in. You know, after a while, you beat that baby up and that the baby cry and they start to shake up. Mm-hmm. You mean to tell me you brave enough to do that? You're that's bravery to you. Only a coward would want to join hands with this man. Only a coward would want to join hands with this man. I'd rather die. I would rather die than to join hands with a so-called white man. Mark my words. There's no coming back for that for me. There ain't no coming back. You have something you want to say, officer?
The sister had a question.
Go ahead.
The sister's question is, Salaki, sir, I was wondering if Zechariah, the 14th chapter, and verse 12 would be a good precept for this topic. I got the precept.
Got it? Go ahead.
The book of Zechariah, chapter 14 and 12. And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem.
Facts. Yes, it is.
Flesh shall consume away
Calm.
while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth.
Absolutely, sis. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's a precept in what's to come. They have earned that right. The white man have earned the right to die. He have earned the right to be extinct. You know, the white boy had the nerve to say to me, or not to me, rather, he said it, but I think it was in reference to a lot of the natives and black people's right. He's like, there's nothing more dangerous in the earth right now than white hate. He said they're the most hated. Bottom up, would you believe that? He had the nerve to say white hate right now is the number one thing in America. When he said that, I was so disgusted. I was so disgusted. You know something you want to say,
Sir, if I could, Salaki. I think he's absolutely wrong about what he said in reference to one another amongst their tribes. Mm-hmm. That's very true. That is the most dangerous thing for them.
It is because eventually, go ahead.
Sir, I think that just shows their pride. You know what I mean, and how they're ruling in heaven right now.
Right. That's absolutely prideful. How could you make such a claim when there's Mexican children right now in cages right now on the border? How can you make a claim like that? To say white people, white hate right now is the most detrimental thing right now on the earth is white hate. So you're being oppressed. The most oppressed thing on the face of the earth is white man because white hate. Is white man being exterminated out? Is white man in concentration camps, in reservations, in the ghettos, dying? But to make such a prideful claim, I never forget when General came out here in January, right? And we was feeding those he would have to hold those words that he spoke to us. I look him dead in his eyes, and I would hold him accountable for those words. I would never forget. He came up to us and he says, I paraphrase, he said, white man, so when we feed him, we gave him food, right? He's poor, he's struggling, we gave him food. He came up and he says, are you guys gonna keep coming out? I noticed you guys put certain things in these bags for us to eat. Where's the toilet paper? Where's the what he said was on?
Toilet paper. We need more stuff. We need spoons. We got nowhere to heat this up.
Where's the hot water to heat this up? We need more spoons. We need more blankets. You guys need to bring more of this and more of that, and we need this. All the brothers was shocked, staring at him. You know what I said to him? I was like, you're right. You're right. No, we're right. We're here for you. So all that you're saying, we're going to go back. We're going to take accountability. And you're right. We'll be back. We're out here for you, and we'll be back. We will be back out here. That's what I said to him. We'll be back out here. We're out here. You're right. Yeah. And, you guys come out here more. We come back out here too. Bring more. What he said? Bring more blankets. He said we need more water. We don't have the water to take showers. We need water. You can bring water. You can bring these things. I'm giving you some things that help you guys out. When he said that, I said, oh. I said, okay. Oh, go ahead.
If I can, sir. That was the only assistance. All the brothers that was out there were grateful for what they got.
All the Israelites out there, thank you. All the Israelites, they head down, and we appreciate you guys bringing this. We appreciate you guys coming out. That white man, be honest with you, I wish I could have snatched that sandwich that he was eating. I wish I could snatch down his throat. I can pull that sandwich he ate out. But because we're raised under command and general, right, and we're raised with honor, I said, you're right. You're right. We're out here for you. And we're going to take what you said, and we're going to make it better. And with that, he looked at us. Okay, yeah, okay. And walked off. I would never, ever forget him. The pride of his heart. The pride of him to come up to the slaves and try to critique what we're doing to help him. Imagine that. That I would never forget. I'll go ahead.
Them bummy Edomites, you know what I'm saying, will probably ask for vegan food with
Oh yeah. I don't eat this. I'm a vegan. I don't eat meat. Can I have some? Can you bring some more of this? Go ahead.
And that's the spirit of what they was doing, because they complained about us giving them ramen noodles without hot boiling water. Like, we ain't never been in the hood and ate them ramen noodles with the packet, put the packet on there. We don't need no water.
Let me show you how much of
you. And you too good for, for hard ramen.
Well, the officer brought us an excellent point. So he was upset at the fact that we gave him ramen noodles, and he said there was no boiling hot water for those ramen noodles. I remember looking at him going, huh? Why not just take that ramen noodles out and eat it like that? Until it hit me. That's why I say this out. This war is to come out. Here's what white people do not understand. And this is me speaking from not from a ISUPK, like as what they consider ISUPK Israelite standpoint. This is me speaking from one race unto another race. This war is to come. If you're a white man out there watching this, you cannot win.
Right. That's right.
Let me explain to you why. Right? Let me explain to you why. Other than Christ coming back to kill you, that's given, right? Here's why you cannot win this war to come. Because you've been living too fat here in America. You're not used to struggling. You ever heard of saying that the whole earth can be burned and the cockroaches will be the last one surviving?
Right.
Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians, we're those cockroaches. It's what you do not understand. See, those same ramen noodles and certain necessities that you may have that we don't, but we survive. When that time comes and we're an even playing field, you're not built for this to come.
Right.
You're not built for that this time. You're not built to have hunger for sleep or sleep for dinner. You're not built for that. You're not built for that, right? You're not used to that. You're used to eating fat here in this country, in this world. You've been living fat. War favor the hunger. War favor the struggle, the slums. That's who war favor. Guerrilla. I'm saying the guerrilla warfares. That's who war favor. You're not built for this time.
Right.
And that's why I say it's going to be glory when that day comes. Yes, a lot of us will die. But when you start to die, I'm under the impression that you don't have it in you. We will see when that time comes. We will see if you really have it in you, because I don't think you have it in you. Give me Matthew 24, start at 6. Matthew 24 and 6.
The book of Matthew, chapter 24 and verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars.
You shall hear of what?
Of wars and rumors of wars.
Right? So these are World War III precepts, right? You shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, right? This is during the time of crisis. Salakia. Christ is warning us about this time we're in right now. In the final days, you hear of wars and rumors of wars. Not only are we having war here, but we're having rumors of wars, right? Rumors of what? That China would eventually come in and invade Taiwan. In fact, I think, let me get it right now. Let me get it. If I'm not mistaken, I think China did invade Taiwan as we speak. Let me see if anybody can find that for me. Anybody can get that for me. I'm saying, let me know. China and they're invading Taiwan. You can't like take China and Russia, for instance. China and Russia don't necessarily per se like each other. Simply math. Enemy of my enemy is my friend. So China and Russia by default need each other. China needs Russia and Russia needs China. And it makes sense because all them other little countries in the Middle East, like Syria needs Russia and China, right? Who else? Iran, if I'm not mistaken, right? Iran needs Russia and China. North Korea needs Russia and China. It makes sense. Everybody picking sides, right? In World War III, time has come, pick your side. U.S. and its NATO allies against Russia, China. All right, go ahead. Go ahead, read it.
This is an article from The Atlantic,
Mm-hmm.
and it's called "Is Taiwan Next?" And I'm just
Is who?
Is Taiwan next?
Rumors of wars. Who?
Is Taiwan next?
Rumors of wars. Who next?
Is Taiwan
Is
next?
Taiwan next? Because what? China is an ally of Russia. So if Russia is invading Ukraine and U.S. is not doing any pushback, China's sitting back going, if that's the case, then I can invade Taiwan and U.S. ain't going to do a damn thing about it because they ain't helping Ukraine over there. Once again, if you're those smaller countries that are in ally with United States, you should be thinking in your head, I made a mistake here. I need to break my U.S. alliance right away because they ain't willing to go out and help their friends. These people renege on everything they say. In all actuality, make no misunderstanding. You see the white people here living in America, they're cowards. I'm going to repeat, they are cowards. Cowards are some of the most dangerous people in the face of the earth. Here's what you don't understand. I'm going to repeat it. Cowards are some of the most dangerous people in the face of the earth because cowards can disguise themselves as a friend. Every coward can disguise himself as a friend. Every single coward has that in them because they're cowards. They need to become as a friend. Putin, on the other hand, Putin's like, I ain't gonna sugarcoat it with you. I ain't gonna pretend with you. I ain't your kin. We ain't friends. We ain't buddy. We ain't cool. We ain't nothing. America will come and hug you and buddy up you. That's a coward. I'll give you an example, right? And how they're cowards. How did they take this land here? Who was a refugee running? I just gave it away. Damn, they was running from. Where were they running from?
Allegedly, tyranny from King George.
Allegedly tyranny from, meaning they were the losers of that war.
Right.
Always been losers, huh?
Right.
Make no misunderstanding now. It doesn't change. The white people over here, they always been losers, huh? Always been the cowards. Instead of staying and fight and die for what's theirs, so-called theirs, they were a tuck-tail run, establish somewhere else. Right? Like cowards do. And what happened eventually, let's say hypothetically, right? Russia and China win the war and come over here and invade the U.S., right? And take the U.S. Where are they going to run to? Okay, don't forget, they're cowards. They like to run. Where are they going to run to?
The hood, sir.
No.
Mexico.
No. Think aliens. I just gave it. Where they gonna run to?
The bunkers.
Say it again.
Space station.
They're gonna run to space things. And then what happened? They're gonna be a space alien to come invade them, right? And take their land. And where they gonna run to next? To another space. Listen to me. There's nothing new under the sun. There's absolutely nothing new under the sun. They only joined the war. I'll go back and say it again. They only joined the war if they saw Hitler was going to lose. They were afraid to join the war earlier. Go do your research on that. They didn't want to join the war. They were so reluctant to join the war. But after they saw how the Soviet Union was pushing through, because one thing about them up there, they don't give a damn. They will fight. And Soviets will fight. I saw how they were giving Germany hell. How the Germans was fighting. That's the Germans' problem. They were fighting too much enemies. Germans fighting against everybody. And the Soviet Union was down in the dirt fighting with them. America said, hold up. Hold on, they losing? Hey, come on, we're going to join the war. And then come out and say, oh, we joined the war and we're the saviors. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're a coward. And you should get a coward's reward. And a coward's reward is what?
Death.
Is what?
Death.
Death. And that's what's coming to this place. That eagle, I'm saying that Obadiah speak about. Who can give me a book of Obadiah? Give me the book of Obadiah. I said it once again, I'm not convinced. I'm telling you, the toughest set of white boys, and I've been in these sports, and I got scars to prove it. Right here. My first one that I got. And white boys, whether it be me wrestling against them, and I did wrestle a lot, when I boxed against them, and I played football a lot, and white boys from like Russia, or like Germany, or up there in Slovenia, them, those are some of the most, I'm telling you, they come with power, and they come in a different type of resilience, than the white boys here. And I've been in the trenches with them, The white boys here do not have it in them, But who's going to give you a little bit of fight? Because even them, they don't have the fight the Israelites have. But who's going to give you more of a fight out? Those Magog and Agog and them over there. That's going to give you a fight out. Believe when I tell you, them Russians will answer your call out. You in there, you tussle with them, they will fight you up. You know that I use it already. They'll fight you up. They will fight you. Who has something they want to say? Go ahead.
If I can,
Then you go next.
Just to speak on how much white men are cowards. I still remember vividly back in high school when a group of them tried to jump me over some Edomite woman. I had no clue who she was.
Right.
Because she talked to me.
Right.
And so they tried to jump me in the bathroom. They had to make sure they came with 3 guys to the bathroom, make sure 2 was outside watching. Just for me.
Yeah.
By myself. And they only stopped when one of them that they knew could box came in. And he was a brother too. Right. He came because he saw them come in after I went in.
Yeah.
So he knew there's 5 of them. There's only he's in there by himself.
Yeah. And that brother had a spirit of brotherhood on him. Spirit of brotherhood on him. You know what I'm saying? So he came to aid you out. Which every Black, Hispanic, and Native American should do. Right.
When they figured when they saw me when they came in, they stood in front like, man, you talked to my girl. I want to fight, and I was like, all right, cool, let's do it.
Yeah.
His face looked like You're not supposed to be with the fight. You're supposed to back down. That's
Right.
what his face said.
You're outnumbered, and you know what I'm saying? And where did the white man's the coward? Go ahead.
That's to go with the rumors of wars. The hacker group Anonymous declares cyber war against Russia.
I don't think they understand how serious Putin is. I think like they and I think because of how the white man is so used to beating up people and playing games with people's lives and all that, I don't think they understand how in danger they are. Because it's not like you can't beat Putin. No, you can't. I'm not saying America can't defeat Russia. Here's what I'm saying. To defeat Russia, some of you gotta die too.
That's right.
He's willing to press every single nuke if he has to, Ak. Let's all die.
Yep.
And white man's over here going, hold up. We ain't saying all that now. You know what I'm saying? Because he not want to go that extent. Go ahead, Officer Slocky.
No, it's like what I was gonna say is what's even bigger than that is that this is biblical, so it ain't nothing that you can do to stop it,
Right?
Regardless of Putin or Biden or anybody,
Right.
This is all the Lord's design. So
Right.
nothing you can do to step in the way of the Lord's plan.
Right. A couple of years ago, when Putin redesigned his military from the boots all the way up to their space weapons.
Right.
They have a nuclear bomb that has MIRF technology, which is just multiple nuclear bombs that can touch America in 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying? And that's their old technology. And NATO dubs that nuclear bomb or the intercontinental ballistic missile as Satan 2. You know what I mean? And that thing right there is not even, it's considered a Earth destroyer because it doesn't just take out everything on top, it takes out the whole Earth.
And here's what they don't understand. That, you see, Putin's looking back going,
Told you.
we're not saying that we can, if we go head to head with you, that you might not win. That's not what Putin's saying. Sure, you got enough more allies and weapons and bombers and all that. Here's what Putin's promising. You're gonna die too.
Yeah.
That's what he's promising. That's what he's promising. You're gonna die too. And what have you seen these white boys on vacation? They're not built. They're not ready for that. They're not ready for that. They're not ready for that. In Russia, you got a Russian woman running up, I have a log on her damn back, running up in the snow, in the mountains in the snow. They're not ready. They're not ready for that. Putin knows that. Putin's saying, listen, more bombers, you got more. Yes, I hear you. We're gonna die. I hear you. I get it. We're all gonna die. That's what Putin said. We're gonna bomb you too, and we're all gonna die. And they're going, hold up. We're not saying we want to die. We just want a victim. We just want to kill you and have you just die. They so used to beating up Black and Hispanic and Native American Indians like that. They don't understand that Russians don't give a damn.
Right.
And to show you how much they think Germany's on their side, go look this up. Here's what people don't understand. So right now, Germany is, how can I paraphrase? Germany's accepting oil from Russia, right? Meaning they're helping. If you accept oil, I mean you're making money. Like they helping Russia make money. And U.S. is saying now is the time for Germany to cut off Russia, right? Cut off the oil in Russia. Germany's like, hold up. That's where we make our money. We're not doing that.
Right.
Let me ask you a question. Why isn't Germany doing that? It's them and the Soviets went at it. Think about it. Why is Germany not cutting their oil off then? Don't forget, they have a history against the Soviets. They're always fighting against each other.
They do not want to go through that again. Biden, I'm not sure if you guys went over this, but Biden sent 7,000 troops to Germany amid the Ukraine crisis.
Mm-hmm.
And he's promising the people, this is right here, that the troops will not enter Ukraine and that will only defend the NATO countries.
Right? Now, the 7,000, he really said they to protect the oil out. But here's the thing. Why have Germany not cut off the oil to Russia?
The sister asked the question.
Go ahead.
She said, is it because they know that Russia has firepower?
Yes. Meaning they know they can make an ally with Russia and still be strong enough because Russia is on the side of China, meaning. But here's remember, we're in the topic of cowards, right? Germany also remembered how America treated them during our war. Here's the difference. Russia and Germany, even though they hate each other, you can respect an enemy. Even the enemies can come to respect each other, right? Enemies can learn to respect each other. I'm saying they know we're at odds, we fight against each other, but Germany's looking at America like this coward ass who only joined the war when we were about to lose. Once again, those scientists that was in Germany, where did they all flee to? They flee to America after Hitler fell. Let's not mistake it. Those same scientists, once again, flee Germany and came here, meaning Germany and U.S. was in ally. They had some sort of they were cordial with each other. Right. And for U.S. to join the war against Germany instead of just being neutral as they were, well, not to say neutral, to join a war against Germany and then Germany fell. Germany still remembered it, saying you coward. That they cannot respect. Right. Who can respect a coward, Right. And they know America is fake bully coward, That's why they said we would not cut off because they could have cut the oil off. Right. Why have they not cut the oil off? Germany's a part of NATO, are they not? Cut the oil off. Right. No, we're not doing that because they're fake friends. They're all fake friends with each other. Here's how you know. Here's how you know when the war starts. Here's how you know. You ever saw those TV shows where like Survivors, right? Whoever saw Survivors, right? How do you know who's an ally with each other in Survivors?
They're with each other when they're both down.
What do you mean they're both down?
When they're not winning, when neither of them are winning, they stick together.
You almost there. Go ahead.
They share resources.
They share what?
Resources.
They sleep next to each other. If you watch all the Survivors, you see the ones sleeping next to each other, they're an ally. The one that say it again?
Share resources.
The one that share resources, they're an ally. Germany not cutting the oil off with Russia because Germany is an ally of Russia. Make no misunderstanding. Germany, if that's the case, they would just cut it off. Just cut it off. Surely, U.S. have your back, right? Cut it off. U.S. have your back. Germany looking like, hold up. U.S. ain't aiding Ukraine. Right. So why should I cut their oil off and have them invade Germany? Are you gonna come help me? Right. Because Germany know how the United States is. They're not allied with the United States because they care about U.S. They give a damn about U.S. But U.S. is big bad U.S. Like all the sanctions they put on them. That's why Germany's in ties with them. Go ahead.
For the brothers and sisters that don't know, it's Operation Paperclip. So, Operation Paperclip was a secret United States intelligence program in which more than 1,600 German scientists, engineers, and technicians were taken from the former Nazi Germany to the U.S.
Come closer so they can hear this online. Come closer so they can hear this online. I want everybody to be able to hear this online. Now you come right here. Come right here. Read it right here. Read it right here so they can hear you online. Read it loud and strong for them.
The Operation Paperclip.
Operation Paperclip, right? Yes. Go ahead. This is where the scientists of Germany, right, all flee. Baby's about to fall. The scientists of Germany, right? Hitler scientists flee Germany and came to U.S. and started developing U.S. Go ahead.
Operation Paperclip was a secret United States intelligence program in which more than 1,600 German scientists, engineers, and technicians were taken from former Nazi Germany to the U.S. for government employment after the end of World War II in Europe between 1945 and 1959.
So don't sit there and tell me how the U.S. have this moral code. U.S. don't give a damn thing about anyone but themselves. Go ahead.
To go back on more of Esau's pride, you know what I'm saying? When Russia launched the Sputnik,
right?
They paid Stanley Kubrick to fake the moon landing just in case we didn't get there first, to show the world that we were better than the rest of the world or whatever. You know?
America always dealt with its own interest in its own interest. Clear as day. Always I say this once again. The United States is not a good friend to have. Truthfully, you're better at being at odds with them. They're not a good friend to have. Look how they treat their friends. Look how they treat their friends. What happened when the French president was it Trump went in and forced the French president's hand? I forgot what it was again. Same thing they did to Britain, right? I would say Britain's the only one they can't really do certain things without, because a lot of them are brother and sister with Britain. You know how it works, right? America have always dealt with his own interests. They're not a good friend to have, man. They're not a good friend to have. And God, Christ said, "Whoa!" during that time, right? And this time is to come. Give me second Ezra. In fact, no. Yes, give me second Ezra. Give me second Ezra 13. Start at 1. Second Ezra chapter 13 and 1. Right? And then hold Amos 5 and 18 for me, Razan. Amos 5 and 18.
The book of second Ezra, chapter 13, verse 1. And it came to pass, after 7 days, I dreamed a dream by night.
Keep going. Slag, keep going.
And lo, there arose a wind from the sea that had moved all the waves thereof.
It came a wind, right? Go ahead.
And I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven.
A man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven, right? Go ahead.
And when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him.
All the things what?
All the things that were seen, all the things trembled that were seen under him.
All the things trembled or seen under him. What is this speaking on? In second Ezra, what is Ezra speaking on? Who's that man? Start from the top again. Come a little closer up here, so I can hear you on camera. See a little closer up here. Right? Start from the top again for me, out.
The book of second Ezra, chapter 13, verse 1.
Second Ezra 13 and 1. Go ahead.
And it came to pass, after 7 days, I dreamed a dream by night. And lo, there arose a wind from the sea that had moved all the waves thereof.
Move all wind from the sea that moved all the waves, right? Keep going.
And I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong.
That man waxed strong. Go ahead.
With the thousands of heaven.
With the thousands of heaven. Go ahead.
And when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him.
All the things trembled that was seen under him. Who's he speaking on?
The beast.
La. It's the opposite of the beast. Go ahead. La. Opposite of the beast. Who's the opposite of the beast?
Oh, this is Christ.
Christ. This is Christ coming, right? This is Christ. He's speaking on Christ coming in World War III, right? Don't forget, it says all the people trembled under him. And it said he was coming with his thousands from heaven. This is Christ speaking. Go ahead.
And after this, I beheld, and lo, Salakia, my bad. And whenever and whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burned that heard his voice.
All they what?
All they burned that heard his voice.
It's going to be a dark time when Christ coming, man. When Christ come, don't forget, the promise was the earth would never be destroyed by water again, right? He said nothing about fire. Right? Keep going up. Just give me a little bit more. Give me one more. Go ahead.
Like as the earth faileth when it filleth the fire. And after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of the heaven to subdue the man.
To who?
To subdue the man.
So there's going to be a gathering, right, of all the nations. Speaking of Christ coming, they'll be fighting each other in World War III. They'll see Christ coming That sky will crack. Christ will be coming, and they would join hands to fight against Christ. I'm gonna ask again. Why would they have a space program? For what? Why do you have space? Like, why do you have an army out in space? What is it called again? Space Wars. Why do you have a Space Wars? Right? Why? Who you plan on fighting? Why are you putting so much money, billions upon billions of dollars a year, into a space program to fight? Who are you planning on fighting? Not to mention, earlier the brother said, not only U.S. have one, Russia has one too, don't they? Even China have one, don't they? And India. Why do all these nations have a space program to fight?
Oh, so they all read the Bible.
They all give the brother a hand. The brother said they all read the Bible. Yes. They all understand the Bible. Only you and me. Only our people. Only our people don't know or don't even at least consider that we are those great people in the Bible, man. That we're that great mystery. Gather yourself together, a nation not desired. Right? That's something we was commanded to do. Go ahead.
This sounds like something you see out of like when I picture it, like in my mind, like it really pictures like something you see out of Independence Day.
They make movies of this. Independence Day, World War Z, the end of the earth, and this and that, and endless amount of movies, and war break out, and we have to come together and fight the aliens that's coming down. Let me get it straight. You held the white man such a high standard that you thought he made that shit up. You didn't get that. Who was that? You give him too much credit. You hold him too high. Go ahead, up.
Even like those alien invasion movies, they get that directly out of the Bible.
All their movies are out of the Bible. Listen to me. You sister out there, you brother out there. Think this. The white man have never created a damn thing. Ever created anything. Anything he have gotten, he has stolen from somebody else. Bible said this. He's a fugitive and a vagabond. That's right. He don't have a damn thing, man. That's right. Think that in your head. Think that, and that'll help you explain. That'll help get a Christianity off of everything you believe in. Because you believe, oh man, ISUPK is talking shit. How can you say the white man never created anything? For the same reason why the white man teach that he created a civilization. He created everything. So you mean to tell me you believe he created everything? You more so believe that than you believe he created nothing. Go ahead, out.
Two things. The white man is the goddamn devil the Bible speaks.
Right.
That's right.
Right, out.
And the second thing, only a coward glorifies the things that happen in war, while a real soldier, has to die in war.
Right. Excellent point, Doc. He only, who they're like the George W. Bush, who inherited a kingdom. His daddy was rich, and they all own farms and multi-millionaires and billionaires and all that, Doc. These men haven't been in the field, Doc. You have something you want to say, Doc?
I was gonna say you can always tell when a white man tells on himself. A lot of people don't pay attention. He'll tell you that the white man created everything, but then he'll hide in the books that, authorization dates back to so-called black people.
Right. Because he's a devil the Bible speaks of. He's a deceiver in the face of the earth. He's so much of a deceiver, he even deceives himself. He tells so much lies, you forget the lies that he tells. One minute he say African American, now black. I'm saying now Afro American. Now he can't make his mind up. That's the white man for you. And if you follow him, you shall be that same way. That's the reason why our people like this in this kingdom. You got that from me in Amos 5:18? Go ahead.
Book of Amos, chapter 5, verse 18. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord.
Woe unto you that what?
That desire the day of the Lord.
Let me get this straight. The Most High is saying that, woe, destruction unto you that desire the day of the Lord. Here's what you people understand now. It's a terrible day out. Listen to me. War is not good for nobody out. I'm repeating it again now. Yes, don't get me wrong. The wars to come is salvation for Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians. Truthfully, it's a sign of our salvation. But in that salvation, there's nothing that don't come in bloodshed and hardship. Terrible times is coming. Absolute terrible times is coming. If you're not a man that used to fasting, start fasting. Start discipline your body and not eating so much. I'm saying discipline your body. You can go a day without eating a meal. Day of Atonement. It's imperative that that day you keep up, but also days you keep as that up. Start disciplining yourself up. Discipline your body to go through certain terrains up. Once again, terrible times is coming up. You know how I feel for more than anything else up? Because I am who I am up. It's these kids up. These kids you see up. We have to do something for these kids up. Like how these nations are doing for their kids up. Terrible times is coming. We have to prepare ourselves up. Don't sit back and think, oh man, I'm priest and prophet. God got me. I don't need to do nothing. Now God got me. No. Don't forget, we're all still living under the curse of Adam and Eve. We were cast out, right? And we have to work out in the field. You have to work for what you want. You have to work for the kingdom, and you have to work in this time. World War III, in this time, is to come and prepare yourself up. Start storing up food, water up. Get yourself a generator, as the general said. Get yourself a what's it called, Brock? Water filter, right? Water filter, a purifier. Start getting yourself these things. Sewing machine. These things are imperative at the time that's to come. Because we've been what's the word I'm looking for? We've been spoiled here in America. You can go turn your pipe on and get some water. We no longer have to walk miles and miles to gather water and bring back. We've been spoiled here in America. Do not allow the white man to make you spoiled, man. He is a devil on the face of the earth. Go ahead, out. Go ahead, out. Get a precept. We're gonna precept in, right? True per your contestar. Go ahead, out.
The book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 3.
Go ahead.
The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee.
The pride of thy heart hath deceived thee.
Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock.
Thou that dwellest in the cleft of the rock. Go ahead.
Whose habitation is high.
Whose habitation is high. Go ahead.
That saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?
He's saying in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? He's very prideful. This man is a very prideful man, a prideful beast. And that's what the nation of Edom is, the so-called white man. He's a very prideful man. Prideful man. That white man that was living, you mean to tell me he's a bum? He's living on the side of the street. He had the nerve to look us in our eyes and said, we need to do better. We need to bring more and supply him with more. That's what he looked in our eyes and said to him, the slaves. I would never forget that. The white man deserved every destruction that's coming to us.
That's right.
I can give a damn if the U.S. go in and bomb Russia to piss. I can give a damn. Or Russia bomb U.S. to piss. I can give a damn. He have earned the right. He have earned the right to die. You cannot go on the earth killing millions and millions of people. Who dropped a bomb and killed over 30 million people in Hiroshima and Nagasaki? Now, to hell with with those Asians. But killing, and that is wrong. He went over there and killed over 40 million East Indian. That is wrong. That's not right. That is wrong. Africans that he's down there killing. You mean tell me there's a white South African? Is this a joke? A white South African. They're mad about the Africans killing them for their land. Hold your peace out. They're mad at the Africans killing them for what they call their land. A white South African? Is that a joke? Is that an absolute joke? The pride of his heart. He wants to police the whole earth. He's mad that North Korea won't allow United States cameras and won't allow them to bring certain businesses over there in their country. He wants to police the earth, Ak. Who are you? So you're God. In his eyes, he believes he is, Ak. He believes he is God. The pride of his heart, which Trooper Kataza just brought out. The pride of his heart to deceive him. Go ahead.
Even in Isaiah 14 chapter, talking
Right.
about Lucifer,
Right.
he said, I will be like the Most High. That's their whole mindset.
I will be like the Most High. That's who they believe themselves to be. That's what you want to say.
One of the most when they were crying and acting
They
it came out of
this
nowhere.
shit took our land. This is our land, and we have farmed this land for like years and years. We have farmed this land. Look at this white woman crying, not. If there's anything you take from this class, man, that is one, World War III is inevitable.
That's right.
That the so-called white man will one day become extinct.
That's right.
That the children of Israel one day reign again. That's what we should take from this class. World War III is inevitable. The so-called white man will go extinct, and the children of Israel will reign again on the face of this earth. Even if we got to kill every single nation on the face of the earth and start back over with just us again. Every single nation, because they have earned it. Go ahead, Al.
If I can, I got this piece of what
Go
these
ahead.
so-called press will find out
Go ahead.
at the end. This is a book of Jeremiah, chapter 16, verse 19. O Lord, my strength and my fortress, and my refuge in the day of affliction. The Gentiles shall come unto thee from the ends of the earth, and shall say, surely our fathers have inherited lies.
Surely what?
Our fathers have inherited lies.
Surely they shall come and said, our fathers have inherited lies. Black people, Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians are real Jews. The so-called white man's the devil that the Bible speaks of. And the Israelites shall reign forever. And with that, I pass the class to Priest and Officer Razan. Got it for him up?
The ISUPK security announcements. We have the ISUPK, started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister come into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months. There's another 6 months which the brother and sister will court each other. After 6 months, after the 6 month period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithe, which is a commandment. Numbers 18:21, Malachi 3:8-10, which means 10th in the Hebrew. Ma'ashra. 10th of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund. Funeral offerings for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations. We got April 15th, 16th. We got the
April
15th is the Passover.
Passover con.
All right, and the day after that is the April 16th, which is the Feast of Unleavened Bread. We should get your Passover fees in, get your hotels, your flights ready, all together.
Oh, son Christ.
Just not even a month away at this point.
Right, it'd be right out. It could sneak up on you. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited for the Passover. You know what I'm saying I love to see Israel. So I'm saying all you brothers and sisters, you definitely want to make it out the Passover, man. Go ahead up.
Okay. If any brother or sister wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black, boots, headband, pants, boots, shirts, pants, headband, and scarf. That will give courtesy to the teacher. Then there is a Michael. You stand. Then there is a Michael Shabbat. Michael, Barak, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai Bakatham.
Y'all about Shema Shabbat.
That's dismissed. Y'all want to talk? That's dismissed.